By Friday, we have a renewed threat. Now a little bit more expansive, if you will, from Dallas all the way up to parts of Detroit. We look at areas like Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago, all under this line of storms. And we know that a lot of folks may be trying to get away for the weekend, the holiday weekend. These are some big cities and big airport hubs that will now be impacted by this. Tomorrow's going to be similar to today. Quiet during the daytime hours, really picks up in intensity by the time we get into tomorrow evening. And we can watch all of this kind of play out right along that cold front. There'll be a lot of energy ahead of that front, and as this dry line comes sweeping in, I think that will be the trigger mechanism for the storms that set up shop going into the overnight hours. And that being said, Saturday we are going to be watching for a massive storm threat, but Sunday I think is going to be the one that has a lot of interest in it, and we have Jay Menard joining me to kind of break down how this holiday weekend is going to play out.
I agree. I think Sunday is a day for us to watch. I mean, not to say that Saturday isn't going to pose its own risks, but for Sunday the storm system itself is a bit more progressive. So we have a cold front that's really going to start to carve its way across the south, and that brings all types of hazards with it. We have the lift, we have the instability, the moisture that's going to pave the way in a region that's already storm fatigued from what an active start to April it brought. Memphis, eyeing you up. We've got some sunshine, warmth. We're quiet until we start the weekend. Then things do start to shift. Come Saturday, we have that cold front that Kiana was talking about on Friday that's going to kind of hang up and stall across the region. That is going to renew a severe weather risk as we get into Saturday afternoon. Now we have a level 1 threat that stretches up to Pittsburgh. That's the northern tier of this boundary. We kind of lose some of the dynamics in the Ohio Valley to really bring a more prolific, maybe widespread severe threat. The overall ingredients are not as potent either as what we're going to see a little further down the line. That level 2 threat stretches from central Missouri, then we take it on back down towards West Texas. This is where we get our cold front to really start to maybe settle up. Now, the overall front itself, not necessarily a cold front anymore. Come Friday through Saturday, it kind of stalls up a bit and it's morphing. Remember, like at the start of the month when we had this stalled boundary that kind of wiggled its way north and south across the area, and then as it lifted up to the north as a warm front that opened up this corridor of an environment that could produce severe weather. That's what we're going to be watching as we head through Saturday afternoon, particularly in portions of the Mid-South and then back out towards the southern plains. Now, monitoring the Mississippi Valley, this is an area that was very hard hit, of course, at the start of the month. Western Tennessee, northeastern Arkansas. The footprint for the severe weather is a little further displaced in the north and west, so it's not directly overhead. Not to say that we can't see a couple shifts here or there, right? We're still about 2 days out. This storm itself hasn't even ejected into the region yet. So we'll see how things do play out. I think you want to be prepared for it. But note that if you're in St. Louis, Joplin, out towards OKC, we will see the opportunity, because we have a stalled boundary, for repeated storms over a very saturated ground. That's going to influence the flood concerns. That's Saturday. Let's talk about Sunday and why Sunday is a little bit more of a heightened risk. We have very strong mid-level winds. This trough that's been setting up out west over the Four Corners, area of low pressure that's bringing snow to the Rockies, this whole system finally gets a move on. High pressure slowly begins to break down across the southeast. That's going to open up this window for our trough to begin to swing into the plains. The negative tilt is going to swing around those mid-level strong winds. That's going to help produce an environment that has a little bit more wind shear in play. Also, too, at the surface, we're going to swing in more moisture from the Gulf. Daytime heating might be a limiting factor. We'll see how that plays out, because morning thunderstorm action could limit the afternoon development. But I think the one piece to the puzzle that we don't have Friday and Saturday, particularly Saturday, is this front. And this low pressure system, as our storm finally gets to move on, pushing through the plains, this front is going to be digging into an environment that is primed for severe threats. And so we're going to bring St. Louis, Paducah, Memphis, down to Alexandria, Baton Rouge, parts of Mississippi, upper Texas coastline, big real estate here, back into the mix for severe weather. And I do think with that front moving in, we could see the opportunity initially for discrete supercells, bring a tornado risk, and then eventually will probably become a bit of a line of storms with damaging winds through Easter Sunday.